Hi, and welcome to this quick enablement video for the NAB AltaVault Cloud Integrated Storage Appliance, the market-leading solution for protecting data to public and private cloud storage. In this session, we'll dive deeper into AltaVault security by exploring how AltaVault management logins can be integrated with Windows Active Directory. In the role-based accounts overview session, we saw that users can log into AltaVault through capability-based accounts or role-based accounts. While this provides control over the administration of AltaVault, these accounts are local to configured AltaVault appliances. What if you're managing a farm of AltaVault appliances, and your organization requires authentication through a corporate identity mechanism like Windows Active Directory? Starting with AltaVault version 4.3, administration access to the AltaVault GUI and CLI can be performed through Windows Active Directory, or AD, authentication. This authentication method can be used to replace or expand the existing local user login method of AltaVault provided via the capability or role-based accounts. So, how do you set this up? Let's take a closer look through a demonstration of this feature in real time. To begin, you need to have an AltaVault added to the Windows Active Directory. You can add AltaVault to the Windows AD by going to the SMB page and filling in the required domain name, username, and password fields for your domain. The username is the account of a Windows domain admin who has the ability to add computer accounts to Windows AD. After you successfully have added AltaVault to the Windows AD, you'll head over to the User Permissions page, where you'll need to update an existing role-based user account or create a new role-based user account. When using Windows AD authentication, local AltaVault user accounts must map to existing user accounts within Windows AD. In addition, the role-based account user you modify or create must also be granted the admin role so that you can log into AltaVault as an administrator after switching over to using Windows AD authentication. Once the user is added or updated with the correct admin role permissions, you can enable Windows AD authentication for AltaVault by going to the General Settings menu, selecting the Authentication Methods drop-down, and selecting Kerberos/AD only. Make sure you do this step only after you've created at least one or more role-based accounts with the admin role, or otherwise you'll risk locking yourself out of AltaVault. With Windows AD authentication enabled, you can now log in as that domain user. Let's do that now for the sysadmin user to confirm that the login is okay. Great, we're logged in. Since the backup admin is also a user in the Windows domain, let's try using that account as well. I'll log out sysadmin user and will now log in as backup admin user. Notice that when you log in, you don't need to specify the domain, just the username. AltaVault will automatically authenticate the user against Windows AD, and you can confirm the login is successfully using Windows AD by reviewing the system log. As shown here, it will reflect your login attempt as being authenticated with the Windows AD domain account, rather than the local role-based account. Optionally, if security policy requires that the user's password cannot be stored locally, return to the User Permissions page and modify the user again, selecting this time the checkbox External Authentication Only. Enabling this option deletes the local password for this user and forces AltaVault to only authenticate the user through Windows AD. Finally, if you wish to limit AltaVault logins to Windows AD credentials only, disable SSH public key authentication through the AltaVault CLI. Log in using your Windows AD account and then issue the following commands: enable, configure terminal, and no SSH server pub-key-auth. Alright, with that, this concludes this quick demo on configuring AltaVault management using Windows Active Directory. For more information or to try AltaVault for yourself, visit our page at www.netapp.com/AltaVault. Thanks for watching.